morning and welcome to the class of 2019's Cocoa House. We have written original poems we will share with you in a few minutes. But first, I would like to introduce you to the origins of Cocoa House, also known as snap poetry. Snap poetry began in the late 1950s at the Gaslight Village, a section of property found in Greenwich Village, New York City. Snap poetry lets the performer know if he or she is being felt, not just heard, while reading his or her poem without disrupting the flow of the piece. So snapping one's fingers during a poem meant you liked the poem or that section of the poem. Clapping was too loud and neighbors would often call the police. So rather than applauding today, please snap your fingers.
The Raven was written by Edgar Allen Poe in 1845 and published in the same year. It is a narrative poem. A narrative poem tells a story. The Raven tells the tale of a talking bird who drives a troubled man into madness. Today, the 8th grade will recite this poem.
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. 'Tis some visitor, I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Then there's nothing more.
Distinctly I remember, it was in the late December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I had sought to borrow, from my books receipts of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden, whom an angel's name Lenore, nameless here forevermore.
And the silken sad of the rusted curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. Stood up now, still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor retreating entrance at my chamber door. Some late visitor retreating entrance at my chamber door. This is nothing more."
Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, "or madam, truly, your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping. And so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door. That I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door, darkness there and nothing more."
Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only word spoken was the whispered word Lenore. This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word Lenore, merely this and nothing more.
Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning, soon again I heard a tapping, somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see then, what thereat is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind and nothing more."
Open here I flung the shutter, one with many a flirt and flutter, and there stepped the stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mien of order lady perched above my chamber door. Perched upon the cluster of palace just above my chamber door, perched and sat and nothing more.
Then the 70 birds beguiling my sad fancy, smiling by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore. "That thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou," I said, "art sure no craven, ghastly grim and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Teutonian shore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore."
Much I marveled this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly, though his answer little meaning, little relevancy bore. For we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door. Bird or beast upon the sculptured bust above his chamber door, with such name as Nevermore.
But the raven sitting on him, the case of us spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word he could outpour. Nothing farther than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered. So I scarcely more than other friends have flown before. On the morrow he will leave me as my hopes have flown before. And the bird said nevermore.
Sorrow that the stillness, broken by replies, so aptly spoken, doubtless that I, what it utters is its only stock in store. Caught from some unhappy master, from unmerciful disaster, follow fast and follow faster, till the sounds one burden forth. till the dirges of his hope that melancholy burden bore, of never.
With the raven still beguiling all my fancy into smiling, straight I wheeled a cushioned seat in front of bird, and bust endured. Then upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself to linking fancy unto fancy, thinking what the ominous bird of yore, with the grin ungainly ghastly gone, an ominous bird of yore, men and croak, nevermore.
This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing, to the fowl whose fiery eyes now burned into my bosom's core. This and more I sat divining, with my head at ease reclining, on the cushion's velvet lining that the lamplight gloated o'er. But whose velvet violet lining in the lamplight gloated o'er? She shall press, nevermore.
Then methought the air grew denser, the firm perfume from an unseen censer, swung by seraphim whose folk balls tinkled on the top floor. Rich I cried, that God had meant thee, by the angels he had sent thee. Thou spit respite in the pen, with thy memories on the wall. Faith, O quaith, is from the pen, and forget this lost one now. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, whether tempter sent, or whether tempest tossed thee here ashore, desolate yet all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home by horror haunted, tell me truly, I implore, is there balm in Gilead? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, bird or devil, by that heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore, tell the soul with sorrow laden, if within the distant Eden, it shall clasp a saint's median, whom the angels name Lenore, clasp a rare, radiant median, whom the angels name Lenore, quoth the raven, nevermore.
Be that word our sign of parting, bird or fiend, I shriek, upstarting. Get thee back into the tempest and the night's plutonian shore. Leave no black plume as a token of that lie thy soul has spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Put the bust above my door. Take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
And the raven never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas, just above my chamber door. And his eyes of all the seeming of the demons that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er his dreaming throws a shadow on the floor. And my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore.
Basketball is the greatest sport, up and down the wooden court. It's fast-paced, you have to think. Sometimes no time to blink. Close and long we shoot, people in the crowd root. If you can't dribble, you're in trouble, because defenders will be in your bubble. Dunks energize the crowd, they get very loud. If you don't box out, the coach will take you out. On defense, you have to slide your feet, or else you will get beat. Giannis is a freak of nature. If you try to take a charge on him, you're in danger. Curry can shoot the three, so you can't fall asleep on D. Kyrie's handles can cause a scandal. If you reach for the ball, he'll make you fall. As we end this tale, one more note, Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Let's pull it up, Emma.
Tracked by Emma, my feet hit the ground almost faster than my heart pounds. I hope to near the finish line, but I know I still have some time. I'm only halfway done and still have 2 more laps to run. I long to reach the end, but I still have to round 2 more bends. Finally, on my last lap, wishing to close the gap between me and the runner ahead, faster and faster my legs sped. The cheers of my coach, family, and they in the crowd keep me going. I can't stop now. I pass the rest of the pack, heading forward from the back. My legs plead me to stop, as if at any second I might drop. When I pass the finish line, I realize I placed first, and my heart feels as if it may burst. As Nate holds me in her embrace, I see a smile on my coach's face. Next, Veronica will read her poem.
Roller coaster ride. As I wait in line for my turn, I feel my stomach start to churn. I can't help but wait for the operator to open the gate. The multiple crowds of people walk out, and I can't help but shout. As the wheels from under me start to run, I can't help but think, oh how fun. But the ride's twists and turns and ups and downs, there is not one, not two, not any frowns. But then as the ride comes to a bend, I know that it's close to the end. And as the next crowd of people gets on, I wish them nothing more than fun. Next up,
Walking with my eyes closed by Mason. I walk my long path, but I walk it with my eyes closed. I try so hard to stay composed. It's my faith that gets me through the fearsome nights when I long to see a light. And it's certain people in my life who have truly left a mark. Sometimes I don't know why, and I just want to cry, but everything happens for a reason. Is it all a test? To try to be at my very best? To trust at my lowest time, and try to have an open mind? To keep my faith strong, especially when things go wrong? To try to stay sane while enduring the pain? To remember that I'm blessed, even when I'm stressed. But through it all, I will stand tall. Next Matthew movie.
The Pungent Odor by Matthew Gold. I went outside one day only to find the stench of skunk spray. I could not stand this vile aroma. This scent might give me mesothelioma. Where the skunk is, I haven't a clue. This smells like a witch's brew. I think I will go inside and think about how I could have died. Because of that pungent stink, I need to blink, declare tears from my eye, tissues I must buy. As they say in the Febreze ads, I was nose blind. That whiff just made me mad. Next official reading poem.
Sleep. As we count our sheep and go to slumber, we come to realize our greatest wonder. Sleep fills us up and makes us ready with energy to make us steady. It is our greatest feat to take a seat and go into sweet sleep. What I really am trying to say, without making a huge essay, is without a glance, sleeping is the best in every circumstance. But that's not all. But that's not all. Sleeping can make us sleep like a log. Next is Edward Perez.
Water, water, the very best drink, found in oceans, rivers, and the kitchen sink. The most common resource in the world today. Without this resource, everything would be gray. The 70% of the earth was made of the resource that everyone needs. A resource so pure, like that was sure. All this gone in a blink, it really makes you think, why do we waste so much of food?
Football. There's a sport called football. You may fall, but that's not all. There could be a brawl and be thrown like a rag doll. In a playoff, there are always close calls. You can miss kicks and be the downfall. The ref can make bad calls, and then your team's time to ball, and being made fun of by LeVar Ball. If you want to end it all, they might consider you for the hall. Next up is Nelson.
Winter by Nelson. Winter is the worst, especially at first. Should I go out? I can't decide. I think I'll stay in and hide, play Fortnite worldwide. After a couple minutes, I got a Vicoroy and destroyed all the defaulty boards. But I got bored and did my chores, then went to the store and bought some s'mores. Next up is Bill.
Legacy by Joseph Gentile. Legacy is my name, and I got aim. I get the fame when I win the game. When I use the game, I take the game. I go to retail row, my guitar broke out. How will I pay the game? How will I win the game? How will I get the fame? When I'm in a big game, I have aim. Legacy is on Ambrose.
Next poet is Delaney.
Rain. I looked out into the rain. When I did, I saw a great Dane. Left from the train, the owner came. The dog had to go. It was such a shame. Where they were going, I do not know. All I could do was wonder and stare out into the rain. Our next poet is Ryan.
This poem is called Creature. The thing I speak of I refer to as a creature does not have any scary features. The sounds of the creature leaving late at night, slamming the door, have my thoughts in my mind at war. The creature, my brothers, whom I speak of, I hope there was nothing misleading above. I have no idea what he leaves for, the sounds are like a rough old initial. So here I am, sitting awake, wondering when he will go. I'm trying not to have my hatred grow. At the end of the day, nothing intended, I will pray that the next time when he leaves, he won't slam the door and I will not get up to start a fight. Our next poet is Armando.
In dark waters, by Armando Melendez. You see a creature in the dark, underwater, it's so mysterious. It might just be a shark, you might just go delirious. There's something over there, you feel its evil glare. All you can do is cower, you wish you had more power. There's movement from seagrass, you simply wait for it to pass. You wish the grass was thinner, hopefully you won't be its dinner. The final poem is the class of 2019.
Class of 2019. These are the people that have truly made a difference. These are some of their interests. May's contagious laugh and Miss Romano's abilities in math. Christian and Mr. D's love for history and Mrs. O's passion for literacy. V's skill in art, G Street's smarts, and M's big heart.
Ryan and Matt's love for technology and Mrs. Kirshner's knowledge of biology. Armando's finesse in sports and Joe's talent on the courts. Nelson and Edward's interest in new kicks and Chris's love for the Knicks. But that's not all.